Have you ever wondered how difficult it might be to control the tone and response length in AI like ChatGPT? Well, here's a bit of insight. ChatGPT is a powerful language model developed by OpenAI. It's capable of generating incredibly human-like text, making it a brilliant tool for a variety of applications. But like any AI, it's not without its challenges. One of the main hurdles developers face is controlling its tone and response length. Maintaining a consistent tone throughout a conversation can be tough. You want your AI to sound professional, but not robotic, friendly, but not overly informal. Balancing this can be a delicate task. And then there's response length. Ideally, you want responses that are comprehensive but concise. Too short, and you risk leaving out important information. Too long, and you risk overwhelming the user with information. But don't worry, with a bit of engineering and design, these challenges can be overcome. Stay tuned to learn how. So, what exactly is ChatGPT prompt engineering? Let's delve into this intriguing aspect of artificial intelligence. At its heart, prompt engineering is the art and science of crafting the perfect prompts to guide ChatGPT's responses. Think of it as the steering wheel of a car, guiding the vehicle in the direction you want it to go. Similarly, a well-crafted prompt can steer ChatGPT's responses in the direction of your choosing. Now, you may be wondering, how does a prompt control the AI's tone and response length? Well, it's all about understanding the model's behavior. Just as a musician understands the nuances of their instrument, so too must you understand the intricacies of ChatGPT. Let's break it down. The model's behavior is influenced by the input it receives, in other words, the prompts. By tailoring these prompts, you can guide the model's output. Want a formal tone? Craft a formal prompt. Need a short response? Design a concise prompt. It's like a dance and you're leading. But how do you know if your prompt is effective? That's where testing comes in. Just as a chef tastes their dishes before serving, you need to test your prompts and observe the responses. Are they hitting the right note? Are they the right length? If not, it's back to the drawing board. And that's the beauty of prompt engineering. It's an iterative process. You test, you refine, and you test again, constantly tweaking until you hit that sweet spot. It's a journey of discovery, of understanding how the AI thinks and responds, and using that knowledge to your advantage. Remember, ChatGPT is a tool. It's powerful, it's sophisticated, but it's not a mind reader. It needs guidance, and that's where you come in. With your well-crafted prompts, you can steer it, guide it, shape it. With the right prompts, we can guide ChatGPT to produce responses that meet our needs. So, are you ready to take the wheel and steer your AI journey? Join us as we explore this fascinating world of ChatGPT prompt engineering. Ready to dive into the process of ChatGPT prompt engineering? Well, let's get started. The first step is understanding the model's behavior. This is crucial because it helps you predict how the model will respond to different prompts. Spend some time interacting with the model, trying out different inputs to see how it reacts. Remember, the model is trained on a wide range of data, so its responses can be quite diverse. Once you have a sense of the model's behavior, let's move on to designing your prompts. This is where you get to be creative. Think about the tone you want in the response. Do you want it to be formal or informal? Do you want it to be brief or detailed? Your prompt should reflect these considerations. For example, if you want a formal response, you might start your prompt with "Dear Sir" or "Madam." If you want a detailed response, you could ask the model to explain in detail. Now that you have designed your prompts, it's time to test them. This is where the magic happens. Input your prompts into the model and see what comes out. Don't be surprised if the results aren't what you expected. That's part of the process. It's important to note down the responses and analyze them. This will help you understand what worked and what didn't. And finally, refinement. This is where you take the feedback from your testing and make improvements. Maybe you need to tweak the wording of your prompt, or maybe you need to change the tone. It's all about iterating and refining until you get the results you want. And there you have it, a step-by-step guide to ChatGPT prompt engineering. But remember, this is just the beginning. There's a lot more to learn and discover. The beauty of AI is that it's always evolving, always improving. Remember, prompt engineering is an iterative process. Don't be discouraged if you don't get the desired results immediately. So, what are the critical points to remember when using ChatGPT prompt engineering to control tone and response length? First and foremost, it's vital to understand the model's behavior. ChatGPT is a language model trained on a diverse range of internet text. However, it doesn't know anything about the world or its user beyond what it was trained on. Its responses are generated based on patterns it learned during training. Understanding these nuances can help you predict and control its output to some extent. Secondly, the art of crafting prompts cannot be underestimated. The prompt you provide to the model is the foundation of its response. The more specific and detailed your prompt, the more control you have over the model's output. For instance, if you want a particular tone, you can specify it in your prompt. If you want a shorter response, ask for it. Remember, the model is here to assist you, not the other way around. Next, refining your prompts through iterative testing is a crucial step. The model's behavior can be unpredictable, and it's not always clear why it responds the way it does. That's why testing and refining your prompts is essential. Over time, you'll get a better feel for what works and what doesn't. It's also worth noting that patience and persistence are key. Mastering the art of prompt engineering doesn't happen overnight. It's a process of trial and error, and it requires a certain level of dedication. But don't worry, the results are definitely worth it. Finally, remember that while you can guide the model's output, you can't control it completely. There will always be a certain level of randomness and unpredictability in its responses. That's part of the charm of AI after all. With these key points in mind, you're well on your way to mastering ChatGPT prompt engineering and design.